Also, this whole week really put Detroit in a positive light. You know, with all the colonization, I mean gentrification going on in Detroit, right? It put Detroit in a real positive light as well. So that is expected to. So we know her funeral was Friday, August 31st. You have performers, both secular and gospel, as well as athletes and civil rights activists who make up a who's who list of Black America. And Minister Farrakhan was there as well. Okay. Now, I thought Minister Farrakhan was going to speak. I kept waiting for him to speak. Come to find out, yesterday, he was not on the program to speak. He was not scheduled to speak. He had a VIP status. He was a friend of Aretha Franklin's. And we have an official statement from Minister Farrakhan as well, from the Nation of Islam, that we're going to share with you here on the show also tonight. But, you know, I watched most of the coverage on WXYZ Channel 7 in Detroit, for those listening around the country not familiar with WXYZ. And then I watched a little bit on MSNBC. I saw MSNBC carried about at least an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours straight, because I was flipping back and forth monitoring MSNBC. And I saw the beginning of the, as people were coming in to the funeral, things like this, right? And I saw them show all the celebrities and dignitaries and things like this, Isaiah Thomas and Tyler Perry and Whoopi Goldberg, and they were calling people by name, and Reverend Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. And they showed Minister Farrakhan a number of times on Channel 7 WXYZ and did not say his name. So, you know, I went on Facebook, I said, for those that don't know, you know, the white media may not tell you, but Minister Farrakhan is at Aretha Franklin's funeral. So Chuck Stokes, who is the does commentary. He's the head of the editorial department at WXYZ. He mentioned that Minister Farrakhan was there. Now, all these other people, by the way, all these other people, they said their names over and over again. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Tyler Perry, all these people. I heard Minister Farrakhan's name mentioned one time in about 6 hours that I watched. I just find that very interesting. Okay. And the other thing is, when I saw the coverage, Deadline.com has an article saying that some people were upset on social media Minister Farrakhan was there. Well, number one, this was Aretha Franklin's funeral, not your funeral. So she can have whoever the hell she wants to there. Number one. Number two, the articles I saw, especially from the white media, they referred to Minister Farrakhan as controversial Minister Farrakhan, right? But I never see Donald Trump referred to as controversial in white media. I just find that very interesting. How is Minister Farrakhan referred to as controversial when Donald Trump has told 4,229 false and misleading statements in the first 558 days of his presidency? Donald Trump is undermining the FBI. He's undermining the Mueller investigation. He represents the party that's supposed to be for law and order, right? We've never seen the presidency rail against the FBI since Richard Nixon, and we know what happened to him. Okay, Donald Trump has 19 accusers accusing sexual misconduct against him. Donald Trump, we know, had sex, unprotected sex at that, with a porno star, at least one, probably more. Donald Trump is not called controversial Donald Trump, but Minister Farrakhan is almost always called controversial in white media. I just find that very interesting. I haven't figured that out. I don't know what's behind that. I haven't figured that out yet.